One day, Norman arrived at the docks to collect his train. Now, your train there is full of nuts that need to be delivered, Porter and Salty told him. Nuts? Asked Norman. Like the ones that people use to build things? Not those kind of nuts, chuckled Cranky. The nuts that people eat, alongside elephants. But some people cannot even eat them, added Salty, because some people out there are allergic to them. Allergic? What's that? Oh, allergic means when someone can get sick or affected by that thing, especially nuts. After hearing what Porter just said, Norman began to go into a trance-like mode. Are you okay, Norman? Asked Porter. But Norman did not reply, as he left without saying a word with his train full of nuts. I'm pulling a train full of nuts, he said to himself quietly. What if I'm allergic to them too? I must get these delivered or else I might get affected by them. Norman entered Thomas's branch line as he went around the bend and arrived at Maythwaite Station to drop his first delivery of nuts. Hello, Norman, whistled Percy. How are you? I'm doing fine, Percy, he replied back. I'm just delivering these nuts, and I'm worried that I might be allergic to them. Percy was confused. Norman, I just cannot be allergic to nuts. Only people are. But Norman did not reply, as he was immediately rolling away on the branch line to make his next delivery to Ulstead Castle. Hello, Norman, said Stephen. I can see you're on time for our delivery of nuts. I sure am, replied Norman, and I'm trying to get this job done on time. Why's that? Asked old Slowcoach. I'm worried that I might be allergic to these nuts, and I don't want to be affected by them. What are you talking about, Norman? Asked Handle as he arrived at his train full of stone. Ennis cannot be allergic to nuts. Only people are. But Norman was so in a hurry that he just rolled away without saying a word and didn't even listen to what Sir Handel was saying. Norman began to increase speed as he exited Ulster Castle on his way to his next stop. But he was so in a hurry that he missed them, especially his last stop at Wellsworth Station. Then came trouble. On the same line, Philip was shifting some very tall bale trucks in front of him. Norman could seize and apply his brakes, but it was too late. Luckily, no one was hurt, but a crash had occurred. Norman was soon loaded onto a flatbed to be taken away to Deesworth to get fixed by Arthur. Tom had heard about this and was very cross. Norman, what is the meaning of this? None of the rest of the nut deliveries have been made, especially over at Great Warrington, Vicarstown, as well as Wellsworth. I'm sorry, sir, replied Norman. It's just that I was worried that I might be allergic to the nuts, so I decided to try to get the job done on time. Allergic? Asked Arthur. Norman, Ennis cannot be allergic to nuts. Only people do. Yeah, agrees Top Hat. Where'd you get an idea like that? And then Norman told Top Hat and Arthur about what he had heard from Porter back in the docks. I see, replies Top Hat. Well, Norman, at least you learned your lesson and realized. And you should have listened to Porter back in the docks. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten nuts about nuts. You're right, sir, replied Norman. And I totally learned my lesson. Arthur smiled and had to agree with Norman and Top Hat as he pulled him away to Deesworth for him to get fixed up. That afternoon, as Norman was being repaired, he had totally learned his lesson. The other Diesels heard about today and thought it was very funny, which made Norman feel embarrassed, but completely forget about it by closing his eyes and fell asleep for the night.